Broadcast been.
The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were
in full roar
as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football.
He's
as the
talking about
49ers get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Hey, I'm finna kick out. Go on and watch it. I'm on there. All right, I'm his back. No, cause we just doing the head-to-head. You talking about the headset?
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started, and we are underway.
Oh no, ain't nobody else on him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I just got out of the phone with him. Oh, call him again.
I'll send a quick to him and everything.
All right.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hello. Huh?
They'll break the huddle.
Well, Pookie.
2nd and 8 at the 27.
He just called me talking about he looking for Ty. Said Ty running from him.
He just sent me one, but he wouldn't let me join it. So I said,
Hey, Benny, let's start the game over, man. Both of them can't wear all black, man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Benny.
The reception good for 7.
You fine with it?
Down. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches.
All right, well, roll with it then. Roll with it. Hold on, let me call. I'll call Pook on the line. Hold on.
Not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
Right, here we go. 180. 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got, man.
Oh, now he is on the phone now.
He is met quickly in the backfield.
Right. I'm going to call you soon he calls me back.
Folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Hello. Hold on one second.
Watch the curve.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? He'll flat out take over this game.
So in Saints territory now.
We'll send him another one in.
10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go. 180.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And
that's my play call.
Before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Hey, I couldn't even talk.
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
I couldn't even
and
talk.
the 49ers drive right down the field and
Yeah,
score.
that was a nice little
on the
drive there,
opening
B. Nice little drive.
Gold able to tack on the extra point.
Nice little
And it's
drive.
now a 7-0 game.
Oh, you've been working on your pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I'm working on my pass a little bit.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
Hey, I think
and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Breeze now on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. Looking for Gibb, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And to the 40.
I'm free. I swear I can't see the color, man. Everything's
When we
just
talk
black.
about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard.
It's black and gold and black and gold. This the worst thing ever right here.
On 1st down.
This the worst combination in the back of the. All the difference is you got
Marcus
red.
Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Nice
It's a
play,
gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Too many people over there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
18 yards, first down Niners. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. At the 43-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! You don't want nothing, you don't want nothing.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams.
That what?
You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5'9". Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
I can't, when they go downfield, I can't tell who.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Your arm will be better than mine, man.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
I can't pay it because I can't see, so I'm going to have to just give you a whole bunch of this for the
Both
man.
teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signal for
I ain't finna get beat. This is halftime. I just can't see the colors. Everything look the same. Yeah, I do need some glasses. I don't know why he put on black. He seen me put on black.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Man, what? I promise you I can't see that.
Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept it.
And he's
what it is?
Intercepted a third time.
Man, I'm thinking.
And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Man, what in the world is this,
46-yard
man?
line.
Here we go. Ready? 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he stopped immediately.
I'm going to just run the ball for the rest of the game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I can't tell who.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Yeah, I do need some glasses. I mean, everything just black. I can't.
Second and 10.
They got the same color helmet, the same color jersey.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun on third, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As he'll kick it away for the second time.
I just should have wore all white. I would have been fine. I just can't. That was a terrible decision to put on that right here. I'm going to just run the ball. He can't stop it no way. I'm just going to run the ball. I'm just going to be one-dimensional.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Ready?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
I can't even see what it is.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something. You're
exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, shit. Nah, I just fucked up and picked the All Black.
The San Francisco
my children, I can't
tell
who
their next drive.
And
this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Then you damn scold why these motherfuckers steady calling trying to set up a damn football game.
Goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Oh, so I went talking to Pookie, call them motherfuckers on the
phone. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
Shit, he beat me, shit.
Either why you would take any sort of a chance. Yeah. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
He can't hear you with them headphones on.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So the victory here for San Francisco. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaw.